Hi. Welcome to this course in U.S. History at Kilgore College. My name is Lonnie Glosson. I'll be your instructor. And this video is a chance to fill you in on some of the main details in this course. First of all, make sure you print off a copy of the syllabus, which is on the course page, and read through it. Although this video will tell you the main points, go through it and be sure you understand all the policies and procedures for this course. The first thing I'll tell you a little bit about is the materials that you'll need for the course. You'll need your textbook, which you can get at the bookstore, and that's it. Everything else that you need will be provided on the course webpage. I'll give you all the instructions for assignments there. There'll be supplemental reading materials there. And so being logged on to the webpage will be a very important part of this course, and it will also cut down on how many materials you have to take the course. The grades for this course, there's 5 ways you'll be assessed. You'll have, first of all, daily quizzes each week over what you've read. You'll have a grade for assignments and activities. You'll have a grade for the research paper. You'll have the test grade average for the unit tests that we take along the way, and then you will have a final exam which will cover everything. First of all, the daily quizzes will cover whatever your reading assignments are for that week. So I will usually give those right at the beginning of class, so come to class prepared, be on time, and try to do as good as you can on these quizzes. There will be probably 12 to 14 quizzes throughout the semester. I take the best 8 grades you have. So if you're there, you take all of those, you'll be able to drop several grades. If you're late for class or you miss a class and miss a quiz, then that just goes in as a 0. You get no grade for that one. So try to be there on time and take as many as you can so you can have a good quiz average. There'll also be assignments and activities. On the web page, I will have other reading materials and usually some type of a written assignment that goes with that, which you'll turn in every unit. That'll be part of the assignments and activities grade. Also, the activities that we do in class will figure into that, your participation, and also your attendance. So be sure you are in class each week. If you miss more than a couple of classes, then I start taking points off of your overall grade for not being there. So that is all part of the activities and assignments portion of your grade. The research paper we will do about midway through the semester, and it is a 2 to 4 page research paper, so it's not extremely long, and I will walk you through all the steps of it, and I will give you all the details of that as we approach doing the research paper. The test average will be made up of the first 4 unit tests that we take. Units 1 through 4, we will take a test of about 30 to 50 questions, mostly multiple choice, at the end of that unit, and it will also have a short essay component on it. The 5th unit will be the final unit that we have, and so it will be on the final exam, which is the last portion of the way I assess you for this course. The final will be made up of 100 questions. About 30 of them will come from Unit 5. So you'll prepare for Unit 5 basically like you did for the other units for a unit test. And then the other 65 or 70 questions, they'll be from the first 4 units. Now we'll give you a study guide to help you kind of narrow down what you need to know for those units as we approach the final. And don't be afraid of the final. Although it's about 100 questions, you won't have to write an essay on it. And also, it's the major issues, the major things that I would expect you to walk out of. It's not little nitpicky questions. So most students, if they've done their work and been studying along the way, do pretty well on the final. A couple of other important things to remember. As I said, make sure you're there in class, attend class. I do not drop students, however. So if you're not showing up, it will affect your grade. It will also affect your quiz average. However, I do not drop you. So if you for some reason can't complete the course or decide you don't want to complete the course and you want a W, make sure you know the date you need to submit your papers to the registrar's office. Make sure you withdraw yourself. I will not do it. I will just give you whatever grade you end up with, which if you stop showing up will be an F. Another important thing to know, the makeup day. If you miss one of our test dates, the quizzes you can't make up, but if you miss a test, units 1 through 4, the final class day before the exam is the makeup day. So at the end of class, we usually have a short class kind of reviewing things. So for the last part of class, those that need to make up a test, make it up then. And the makeup test is, instead of being a number of multiple choice questions and a short essay, it's 2 essays. And that'll be what your grade is based on. So I'll give you a couple of essays that I'll ask you to write, which will give you a chance to show off what you know about the unit that you have hopefully mastered. Most people would prefer to do the original form of the test rather than doing the essay one. So if possible, you want to be here for all the tests, but I will allow you to make up one test if you were absent. Now, this isn't a makeup test where I blew a grade and I want to retake it. It's not a retake. But I do realize sometimes things come up that will keep you from being able to attend class, or some emergency comes up. So if that happens, you can make up one test. Now, also on that note, I realize there's other things going on in your life. Sometimes you might miss class. So if something's coming up that's keeping you from being able to complete the material, you're having trouble completing the course, rather than just give up, if you really want to try to get through it, please do contact me, and I will do my best, if it's at all possible, to help get you through the course, help you keep up with the material. My goal for all of you is that you do well in this course and get the credit that you're going after and complete the degree that you're wanting to complete. So I want you to do well. Contact me if you're having any kind of problem. Now, the type of resources that I have to help you along the way, on the course page, first of all, I've divided it up into the 5 units we'll cover. Each unit has a study guide which you can print off, and that study guide will tell you the main terms and concepts that you need to master as you're going through that unit. So you want to print it off at the beginning of the unit, keep it next to you as you do your reading. That'll help you know what's important. That'll show up on quizzes, and then it'll act as a study guide for your exam over that unit. Also, I have the assignments that come due reading-wise and otherwise each week posted on the web page. They're also on your syllabus, so be sure you look at what's due and keep up with things. I also will have on the course page the links to outside resources that we will read or possibly watch, and the assignments that go along with those. They'll be posted there on your page. I also have, for every unit, outline notes. There'll be kind of a PowerPoint type presentation which you can click on, and it'll be basically like the PowerPoints that I use in class to give you an outline of what we'll be going over. So if you miss a class, it's a good way to kind of see what we went over. It's even a good thing, some students like to click on these before they come to class. Some people even print them off or load them onto their computer so they can take notes on them. It doesn't give you all the details, but it does give you an idea of what we're covering and the main points. Finally, as you go through this course, as you're going along, study and keep reviewing what you learn. Don't just learn stuff in Unit 1 and forget it until time for the final and have to relearn it. Try to keep these things fresh, do a little bit of reviewing along the way, and you'll do fine. If you keep up with things and work hard throughout the course, you should do well. So be in class, study hard, ask questions if you have any. I look forward to working with you this semester. I hope you learn a little bit about American history. Hopefully you'll get some ideas of where our country has been and where we're going, and hopefully a little bit of insight into what you believe and think about what our country should be and what you possibly can make it as an American citizen. Let me know if there's anything I can do to help you this semester, and now it's time to get to work. Have a good semester.